Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is War Smith with the Black News Network, the real voice of Military City, USA, bringing you the news from a Black perspective. I do not own the rights to any music you may hear, but I do own the rights to what I say. Why don't you visit us on www.blacknewsnetwork.space so you can get some of that good information that we be trying to put out. We also would accept emails. Join us on Facebook, on the Black News Network, and on Twitter, the Black News Network. We'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Like the page, make a comment, let us know that you're listening and you like what you hear, and we'll be fine. So thank you for that. This year, there have been some crazy things going on in 2022. I mean, every time you turn around, seems like it's a crisis in something. And everybody seems to forget that people are being evicted from their homes with kids, and mothers and children are living in their cars. But nobody gives a shit about all this because nobody wants to take on the problem of dealing with the folks that don't have places to stay or live. And then as soon as they say, all right, we're going to do something about it, the first thing they want to do is throw everybody off on the poor side of town, on the east side here in San Antonio. They're trying to put all the homeless people on the east side. Now, you got 1.5 million people here in San Antonio and probably 1 billion square miles as big as this damn city is. But every single time they start talking about doing something for the homeless, they want to put them on the east side of San Antonio. And that's bullshit. Again, there's no black people on the city council, by the way. District 2 seat was lost to a guy who's Mexican and somewhat black, but he's not black. He's Mexican. So my point is, what is going on when we don't take control of our own destiny? We let shit just go, and we too damn high class to get with our friends and work some shit out and take it down to the city hall and let them know that we tired of the bullshit. Man, if we don't ever get together and go down there and say that, they're going to continue to railroad us, hoodwink us, bamboozle us, and every damn other thing you can think of us. And they're doing it because we allow it. I ain't going to say you allow it. I'm saying we allow it as black people in America. Not only in San Antonio, in Chicago, in D.C., in Detroit, in L.A., in Jackson, Mississippi, in Little Rock, Arkansas, in Memphis, Tennessee. All these damn places are dominated, not necessarily overpopulated in black, but the black people are the ones who sit back and get abused by the police, get abused by the system, get abused by the employment agencies, get abused by the corporations. Black people get abused by every single category in this country. Why is that? Because we are the chosen people, y'all. That's why. And we about to take over this bullshit going on in America. It may take another 50 years, and it may take somebody hoodwinking and grappling somebody and making them do something, but black people gonna come up. And they've been coming up since they got out of the slave market. That's been something that we have done for a long time, and it's taken a while for us to get where we are now. But we cannot allow them to go unchecked when they have done these things to us. And that, don't give me that bullshit about, well, we already paid you reparations. You paid the damn slave owners reparation. How the hell are you going to pay the slave owners $300 per slave that left the plantation? You just made that damn slave owner a millionaire or even a billionaire, depending on how many slaves they own. Even if you had 20 slaves, you got a significant amount of money. You got that money because the government is more in tune to taking care of your kind than my kind. And all I'm trying to do is be a good citizen and survive. So when that doesn't work, you end up with somebody like this coming out telling you that you're full of shit. That's what you end up with, America. This is the United Snakes of America. That's where we are right now. 53 people died in a tractor trailer over at on the west side, the southwest side, a couple of days ago, maybe 3 days ago. It started out with like 62 people migrants coming into this country. And they started to come here, and somebody abandoned the truck over on the southwest side. And they abandoned the truck with the people still in the back of the truck, and they did not open the damn doors. You can't open them doors from the inside. They did not, whoever was driving that truck didn't open the doors. So what that boils down to is all these people dying in the truck. The 12 or 13 that survived, how do you think they felt sitting among these dead people and watching people die while they are knowing or thinking that they are next? Ain't that some shit? That's the kind of shit we experienced in slavery. And you still seeing it today in 2022. Slavery is what that is. That's how they moved slaves from Africa and from anywhere else. They put them in positions like they put the migrants, and they didn't give a damn whether they lived or died as long as they got them where they were going to take them, across the border or across the sea. That's what they did. And they still doing it. And every time you see one of these trucks with all them damn people dying in it or coming across the border to America, the other 10 trucks got away full of migrants. And each one of these migrants, from what I understand, paying up to $5,000 to get on the damn truck. And you got 60-something people up there paying $5,000. That's a shitload of money. That's what you're dealing with. And you can rest assured that Mexicans are not in this by themselves. You got some white folks, some pilgrims in there too. They doing the same damn thing to these Mexicans like they tried to do to us 300 or 400 years ago. They still trying to do bullshit to anybody that they think they can dominate. That's who they going to go after. But they already know they can kill us, they can shoot us, they can take our houses, they can take our land, but you're not going to dominate us. You know, they have burnt over 50 cities that black people built for black people. Why do you think they destroy all these cities that black people built? They destroy all these cities that black people built because they don't want the black people doing better than the white people. And normally that is the case. See, in Chicago, 1919, they did a black massacre up there. I haven't looked at the actual case, but here it is. In Springfield, Illinois, 1908. You know about Tulsa. Everybody talk about Tulsa in 1921, but how many people you know talking about Vicksburg in 1874? And then Clinton, Mississippi in 1875. And my sister lives in Clinton, Mississippi now. So I go there, I have been there for a while. Memphis, Tennessee in 1866. So all I'm saying is every black community that was built, white people went in it and destroyed it. You seen Redwood or Rosewood in Florida, Charleston in South Carolina, even Atlanta, Georgia, y'all. Wilmington, North Carolina, Philadelphia, Washington, New York, and don't forget Detroit. That's a lot of people getting burned out of their homes. A lot of people getting killed. Now, don't think black people are the only ones dying when this is happening. It may be 100 black people dying, but I guarantee you 3 to 5 white people gonna die too. And, that's just the dynamics. I wish it wasn't that lopsided, but that's the way it is. And that's the way it has been, because we don't think we need weapons to arm ourselves and protect ourselves. But every damn white household in America, I can bet that they got a gun in it, because they think we're going to come in there and take their white women. That's what they think. Nobody want no damn, let me stop. Some people do. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. I'm just talking shit. But these 53 people died for nothing. And how you got to think about how desperate they may have been to want to come to America, and the risk that they have to take to come to America. And they take it. It's about risk. And they took the risk to get on that tractor trailer, and that tractor trailer did not do them the justice that they were promised. And the worst part about it is they paid to get on that tractor trailer. And they got all the way to San Antonio, and all that truck driver had to do was go around the back of that truck and open the gate, because I know they got there at night. And then they didn't do that. They didn't open up the back of the truck. They just left. Why do you think they left? They probably left because somebody in America didn't want to pay them the money that they would do. So I'm just doing all these theories and shit, but you never know what the case may be. Ketanji Jackson is now on the bench for the United States Supreme Court. So that makes we got one black person on the United States Supreme Court. Oh, I ain't talking about Clarence Thomas. He done lost his damn way. Clarence Thomas ain't the one that we can talk about that support black agendas. He's not that person. Then you had the Supreme Court last week or two came out with this ruling on birth control, Roe versus Wade, and the whole country is up in arms right now. Why is it that the Supreme Court has the authority to tell your women what they can do with their bodies? Seems like that is just not correct, because women, men, children, all are U.S. citizens, mostly. And because they're U.S. citizens, they have inalienable rights. So why is it that is the only culture or the only category where they judge on what they can do and what they can't do? You don't hear them telling a white man what he can do and what he can't do. You don't hear him telling a black man what he can do and what he can't do. But here they are telling women, the whole spectrum of women, that they can't do something. And there's billions of dollars tied up all over the country that people finna go defunct on and take the money and run because of a stupid ass decision that our Supreme Court made. Now, everybody don't agree with that decision, and I bet it's most of the damn men that are white, because they feel like they finna lose it. White women do 26% of all abortions in the United States in 2021. 26%. Black women was 28%. Just 2% more than white women. But that little 26% that white women doing, that's hundreds of thousands of children. A lot. That is more than it is in the black, because the white population is way more than black population. So whatever the black abortion rate is based on the overall black population. Whatever is white percentage is based on the population of all white women. So when all these women decide that they want to get an abortion, it's more in the category of white women. So everybody has talked about this for the last week or two since this ruling came out, that why is it that we have to overturn something that's been around for 50 years? Why is that most important thing up in our Supreme Court? You know, there's so much more. Why haven't we done anything about Uvalde, where children died, teachers died, from a gunman that could have been taken out 3 minutes after he got in that school? These police officers were standing there hearing the shots, and not one of them had the balls or the galls to go down there and shoot that guy before he killed 21 people. Nobody had the balls to do it, from the chief on down. From the chief on down. They left that dude in there 70 minutes. And in 70 minutes, he annihilated children. And we did nothing. Well, the police did nothing. And I am so not understanding why the public has not received a report on what actually happened in Uvalde. They haven't received a report because the police chief don't want to talk to anybody right now. He's not talking. There's more than the police chief. You had all these officers, over 120 officers showed up down there within that 70 minutes. And nobody did a damn thing, just got in the damn way. But yet, when this mother was trying to get in there, they threatened to arrest her. And then another mother got handcuffed because she was trying to get in there to get her kids. And she calmed down, so they took the cuffs off of her. And when they took the cuffs off of her, she bolted into the damn school. She didn't give a damn about what the hell they were talking about. She took her ass right up in there, and she got her kids and ran right back out of that school like the damn police should have been doing all along. They on the outside of the damn building breaking windows, trying to pull the kids out through them broken damn windows. That ain't part of the protocol. The protocol is to barricade that damn door and be quiet. That shit don't work because somehow this dude got into that school, and then he got into that classroom, and then he had his weapons with him. And from my understanding, he passed by the school security guard. And he's standing there like this. You know, he probably had a flashlight and a whistle, but you don't know. He may have had a gun. You know, foster homes have been an issue in my mind lately. You know, I'm thinking about how do the foster homes end up receiving kids from foster home care. That could be something as simple as a mother not having the money to take care of that kid. That can be as simple as a mother being evicted from her place of residence, living in her car, and Child Protective Service threatened to take that kid or her kids because she just got evicted and she's living in her car. You think she wouldn't do that if she didn't have to? If she didn't have to, she'd still be living in the house that the police and everybody else just evicted her from. There's something bad about that, you know, where you can use the sheriff department to throw people out of somebody's house, put all their shit on the curb, and then you don't give a shit where they go. There's no contingency here in San Antonio for evicted casualties. And that's what they are. They are casualties of the war against poor people. They are casualties of the war. And you don't think we're in war, but we are. We're at war with the federal government and the city governments because they may be part of this shit that's going on where they trying to get rid of black people and poor people at the same way everybody else is. They trying to do it. And about now, we don't seem to understand, but more and more people are getting the message that this country is built on a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of lies. Every damn thing you can investigate here in America is built on a lie, a goddamn lie. That's the truth. That's America for you. Nothing is real about this country, legit. That's what I'll say. Nothing is legit about this country. People used to look at us and think, oh, this is a superpower, and there was no question asked. We were the shit, and nobody asked any damn questions about it because it was the damn truth. Nowadays, America looked at like a third world country. Shit happening here that happening in Honduras or some damn where. Look at what they did to Puerto Rico when the hurricane hit over there. They did not send the relief that these people needed to help them over there. Same thing in Katrina. Look at what happened in Katrina when the hurricane hit there. Don't matter that the wall broke. That ain't the issue. What happened next? People start embezzling money, reneging, embezzling money from what's happening with the money coming in to fix New Orleans. That's why they put his bald head ass in jail for stealing money, giving the contracts to his buddies, and nobody doing the damn work to restore this city, that city. That's the kind of shit we need to avoid, but we can't because corruption is at the top and it stays at the top. And the only thing black people and poor black people on the stratification at the lower level, lower middle, and lower high class level. Now, lower high class ain't that damn much money, but it's under six figures. Lower high class is under six figures. You may be making $90,000 and still be in the lower high class. Now, you got the middle class that's disappearing. The lower middle, the middle, and the high middle, same thing. The high middle, you're probably looking at the ceiling of 300 to 500,000. That's middle class a year. But when you and some of these people in the middle class and the high middle class have a lot of money, more than $1 million, millions of dollars. Then you got the rich people, the lower high, the middle high, and the high. Ain't that something? The high don't give a shit about anybody on down that line. Only thing they give a shit about is who's putting money or who's doing them a favor or who's working and they're not going to get paid. They so goddamn cheap that they won't buy sneakers. They'll go to Walmart and get a pair of flip-flops or in some jeans and a shirt. That's how cheap they are, because they are not spending that money. These are millionaires hoarding billions and millions of dollars, and we got some black people doing it now. What the hell is Michael Jordan doing with all his billions? What the hell is Dr. Dre doing with all his billions? And believe it or not, black people contributed more than 60% of that money and that wealth from the backs of blacks. From the backs of blacks. That's how Michael Jordan got where he got. Look at all these so-called entertainers. The rappers. Let's look at the rapping category. The rappers got rich from black people money, but they rather go spend their money on a $10,000 gold grill from some Indian guy than to go down to the local school and buy them the cleaning equipment to clean the school. These rappers need their ass whooped from one end to the other one, because they have made millions and billions of dollars off of our people, and they ain't turned around and did shit with it. Now, what they would do to try to make you think they giving back to the community, they walk they selfish ass out in the community around poor people and throw $10,000 up in the air and don't give a damn who get it. And see, they consider that as helping the community. They don't know what helping the community mean, and it ain't giving them $10,000. It's setting up a financial literacy class and paying black people to go. It's setting up a vocational class and paying black people to go, because we need black people in plumbing, lots of money in plumbing. We need black people in electrical, lots of money. Carpentry, lots of money. Not no damn laborer on no construction site, but an actual carpenter building. If you can't do anything other than be a laborer, you in a world of hurt, buddy. You're going to have to learn something that you can have a skill in to take with you away from that job. Because if the only place you think you're going to work is at that job, wait till a white young boy come in there and they going to let you go so they can bring him in. That's the boss's, the owner's son that's going to take your position, and they're going to kick your black ass out the door. That's what they're going to do. They're going to kick you out the door, because really, they didn't want you there no way. They brought you in there when there was some shit going on and allowed you to become a member of their staff. And they just waiting on you to do one little tiny thing, to be late one little tiny day, and they're going to fire your ass. That's the kind of shit you got to deal with when you in the lower class. And like I was saying, the middle class is disappearing quickly. People used to think they were in the middle class now, and now they think they're in the lower high class. It's steady going down. Everything up in the middle class is shifting down to the lower class. And those low class individuals are making lots and lots of money, but they are considered low class, and they are here to serve the high class. To serve the high class in America. But that shit ain't gonna happen. You know that's what they want. The lower class, everybody below that threshold are here to serve America, the white America, not the black America, to serve the white America. And you think Bill Clinton is your friend? Bill Clinton and Richard Nixon are the worst presidents in the world, worst president this country ever had. They've done more damage to our culture than any president has. Not even the presidents before Lincoln did the kind of shit Bill Clinton did. 3 strikes, you out, buddy. When you get 3 strikes, you go to jail for life. If you got 2 strikes already and you out on the street and you still a candy bar, that's still 3 strikes. And white judges die for it to get somebody in a court that's got 3 strikes so they can sentence them to life in prison. Can you imagine how many black people are in prison for stupid shit? Stupid shit. Over 60% of the black people in America's prisons right now are in there on some bullshit. And they in there because they cannot afford representation. They get one of these shitty ass court-appointed lawyers and they don't represent them well. They always want you to take the deal. Take the deal. We're going to let you off over here. We ain't going to put you in jail, but you got to plead this in order to get this. Now, if you go to trial, you might go to jail, but you don't want to go to trial. You want to take the plea, take the offer. F that. Don't take that offer because that is what they want you to do. And the moment you take that offer, you have hurt our society, black society, and you're going to jail still. You think they're going to do you a favor. They ain't doing shit for you. They want you off the street anyway. They putting all these black people in jail because black people are impregnating their women. And the kid that they have is no longer white. He's black. They are a victim of their own damn laws. That's what's happening. Brothers and sisters, this is not the time for you to be sitting back and not trying to be not unactive. You got all these damn hate groups out there. It's just a matter of time before they get to you or your family. I watched a stupid ass person the other day filming a white supremacist cursing a little kid out, telling him to get the fuck out of my damn community. That's what he was telling the little kid. And the black woman was standing there videotaping it. And until he said something to her, she was just videotaping like a dumbass. How can you allow our children to be subjected to that type of racism, that level of racism? You got to get back into schools, black people, because it's happening there too. These white teachers are effing over your children and you don't even give a damn. You think he's doing all right. You the only thing you do, a child get home, you say, well, how was school today, Johnny? Johnny gonna say it was good. And that's as far as you go. Because you don't know what the hell he done did in that school or what the hell they done did to him in that school. People get beat up in school. They get raped in school. They get all kind of things happen. Sodomized in school. And the parent don't know shit about it. And the school ain't gonna tell the parents about it because they don't want the blemish on their record. Parents, get back into the schools because that is what we should do. Brothers and sisters, thank you so much for listening to the Black News Network, the real voice of Military City, USA. We bring you the news from a black perspective. I don't own the rights to anything you may hear, but I do own the rights